Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I've got to water and feed the Cattleyas, so that's what I'm going to do. So I've got a bucket of oil water. I've got all my measuring instruments. We'll test what the we've got to put some warm water in first to make sure we're not putting the plants in cold water, which they hate. That will be nice. And then we'll take the TDS. Better if I switch it on. And that's showing 1 part per million. It's probably because I've had something in the bucket before. It generally shows a none. And then we'll test the pH. Now this is a strange machine. It takes ages. I'll put it in. I tested it earlier and it was 9 point something, and at the moment it's looking at 7.4, 7.43, but that will drop and drop and drop until it gets to below 7, just below 7. Yeah, and shake it up. And it's 6.98, 6.98, so that's fine. Now I'm going to check it, the pH, properly with the stuff you get for aquariums, just to make sure that it's working okay, because I think these are more accurate. So we'll just put 5 ml in there, I think it is. Just get it, oh come on, just get it below the meniscus, and we'll put in, what is it, 3 drops of this. Give it a shake. And that looks good. It's yellow going on green. So let's look at the chart. No, it's a lot more acid than I think. Have I put too many drops in? So we'll try this one. We'll just put, I think it's 5 ml in. Get it down to the level of the meniscus, and just put 3 drops in. One, two, three. And that is showing a reading of about 6. So, I don't know, which is the most accurate? The pH meter, the pH solution for aquariums. Anyhow, we can ascertain that it's slightly acid. It just shows you're never quite sure what's what. I think you'd have to have all the correct scientific instruments to do it properly, but we don't need that, do we? We're only growing orchids. Right, I put a bit of calcium nitrate in, and the reading is now, I think I need a bit more in, 74. Oh, that'll do for this one, because I gave him a strong feed before, and then I've given him a flush since then. So we'll just give him another little one, then we'll put a few Epsom salts in. I'll not measure it out, you know me, not too much, that'll do. That takes it from 74 up to 130. So we'll just add a little bit of phosphagen, which is very good for blooming. Very high in phosphates and very high in potassium. So it just gives that a little smidgen. And that should be fine. The reading on that now is come on, 203, so that's fine. It's not overdoing anything. Well, first I will just water this Masdevallia Gutierrezii, tiny little plant. I believe they won't get much bigger than this. So I'll just give it a water, make sure it don't dry up. It's so small, I generally forget it sometimes. But it's doing alright, it's putting some new roots down. And this is the Hair Song Tian Mu, growing very, very nicely. Got nice growth there, nice growth there, and a growth here with a sheath on. Once again, you can't see anything in that sheath because it's far too small, but doing very nicely. So just give that a good dunking and line that back up. Next one is the Cattleyas Chongu Swan White Boulder. This is not doing much, it's just putting up one new growth now after all this time. And in this heat we're having, I'm having to do these virtually every day. In fact, I did them twice yesterday. And that's just got a little new growth here. And what we got now? Lift it down. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is the BLC King of Taiwan. This is a beautiful plant, making a beautiful plant anyhow, and it's in spike. I'll show you that spike in a minute, and there's new growths coming up as well. Don't know whether you can see that spike from there or not. The sheath. Here we are. Beautiful coming up. Can't see if there's anything in it yet, but we'll keep our fingers crossed on that one. Next one is the Cattleyas. This is growing very nicely. Single leaves it's growing now, so that should have quite nice flowers when it grows. Cattleyas African Queen, blue tone African Queen. Had one of these years and years and years ago, and it did bloom beautifully. And the blossoms, well, the blossoms, the blooms, are so They're so shiny, it's unbelievable. So I hope that makes the same type of plant. And then we've got the hairy pig. Doing absolutely nothing. It's put up 3 new growths, but doing nothing at all. Mind, it must be doing something if it's put up 3 new growths, but what I mean, it's not showing any signs of flowering. So we'll hope this phosphagen and the phosphates and it will spur it on a little bit. Cattleyas, golf green, hairy pig. Well, I have some more Cattleyas, but I think we'll have a look at the Aerangis. Oh, we'll just get the first Aerangis. It's a Mr. Cedar, never flowered before this, although it's a very nice, not a small plant, looking very nice, but it's just shoved a spike out now, just the one. First time it's flowered, never flowered before, so quite pleased about that. It shows you're doing something right when they spike, doesn't it? Right, I'll just show you the other one now. Here's the unnamed one that's also growing very nicely. Got a nice root system on it. Nice new root growing there. We didn't know whether that was a spike or a root. It's turned out to be a root. So we'll give this a good soaking. Just drop it in there and oh dear, dear, dear. Let me keep kicking everything. These actually were done this morning, but they're dry as a bone again in this heat. Oh, that hasn't done that one any good, has it? No damage done, and this is the other Mr. Cedar. It had 10 spikes on, and now it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's dropped 2 off. You can see those there. That should be nice when it flowers, shouldn't it? And carry on growing and growing. They should be dipping down before long. So I'll give that another watering too. We're getting some ferns growing on the bottom as well, so that should look really nice with the flowers out and a few ferns. So we'll just hang that one up now. And I think we might call that a day. Well, I've just finished this video because I've just had a comment from Ann Border that there was a slug, big fat slug, in this compost when I unpotted the cardinale. So I couldn't see it on the screen, so I'm going to take it out of its pot again and have a good look at it. See if I can find a slug, because that's the last thing I wanted there. So I'll just move the camera down to touch. Then I'll unpot it and I'll have a good look. My eyes must be going if I find one. Taken out of its pot, and there's no slugs on the plant there, so we've get a little bit nearer and have a good root. Just turn the camera down a little bit. Bring it a bit nearer. And see if we can find the slug. How about that? Right. Right, I think I'd better give this a good spread out. I would have seen it by now if there is one. I put my glasses on this morning just in case. Well, I'm sorry, Anne, but I can't see any. Found that little worm again. That's only tiny, so I surely wouldn't miss a big slug. No. What's that? Nothing. No, can't find the slug in there. Anyway, I'm very pleased I looked. So, we'll say that's just one of those things. I'll get it potted up now and put it back. So thank you very, very much for watching. Sorry about that at the end if it was a little bit off the normal, but couldn't find a slug, and well, I'm pleased about that anyhow. So thanks very much for watching, and thank you to everybody, all my subscribers, etc, etc, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.